Hello, I'm Captain Gamer, and let's play Final Fantasy VII, the Command Materia Challenge. You've all seen the title of this video, and let's get to it. But first, the token rundown of our stats and our characters. The characters I have chosen for this fight are Cloud, Barret, and Anarchy. Cloud, because I'm stuck with him. Barret, because he is going to be our bazooka in this fight. And Anarchy, because he's cool. And he has that whole duty of appeasing the planet and all that stuff. As you can see, my training has paid off. Everybody has 255 of each stat. And just a little fun fact, having 255 of each stat is massive overkill, because your equipment combines with your natural stats to create the overall number, which goes into damage calculations. So strength is at 255, attack is also at 255, but as you can see with his ultimate weapon, it has an attack of 100. So 100 combines with Cloud's personal strength to total up to his attack power, and so on and so forth for all the other weapons, but I said I would max out stats, and that's exactly what I did. Our equipment rundown is the combination of all of our ultimate weapons with the Mistile armor and the ribbon. The Mistile does not have high stats as the Zydrach, but like I said before, our personal stats can pretty much override everything else. We have the Mistile on because it has a chance of dodging magic. Yes, the magic defense percentage is at 60%, so if an attack has a 100% chance, we have a 60% chance to dodge it. Of course, there are magics with 255 attack, so that's something to consider. Cloud's ultimate weapon depends on how high his HP is. Anarchy's depends on how much MP he has, and Barret, his weapon depends on the materia that is slapped onto it. And take a look at all these W items. If you recall, I had one W item before, which had barely anything on it. Let me do some house cleaning while I talk. Barret's final missing score. Barret's missing score powers up, depending on the quality of materia on it. And in a Command Materia challenge, the best materia you can have is the W item, which has, I believe, a combined total of 250,000 AP. This amount is also shared with W Summon and W Magic, and you can't use W Summon or Magic without first having a red or green materia corresponding to some magic or summon spell. I only made 8 W items, and then I realized that, well, someone else is going to have W item too, but Double Cut is a good alternative. It has 150,000 AP. I believe that the best materia in the game is Knights of the Realm, that has some incredible amount. Anyway, that is the rundown of the characters. And we're going right after that guy over there. However, he is easily startled when there are a bunch of people coming at him, so we're going to have 2 of our characters play possum. And it is going to have to be really convincing. So, Cloud, I'm just gonna ball up a sock and then put that inside another sock and, perfect! I knew you guys would cooperate. By the way, nope, I'm not gonna talk about that right now. Right now, there's only this guy. But, really, we're taking all these precautions for such a little wormy guy in the sand. I mean, this can't really be that challenging at all, can it? Come at me, bro! Oh, we are going to die! Rarity! That was my battle cry. Oh, he is a big guy. First thing we gotta do, use Angel Whisper to get our party back up. What has he got going here? Tentacles! Oh, dear. Alright, everybody, get back up. I didn't really mean it. Okay, we are in a little better condition, except for when we get knocked in the face by tentacles, or in the back. Okay, you're probably all wondering what the heck was the deal with knocking out two of my characters. Well, if you enter the battle with more than one character alive, then Ruby Weapon does an attack called Whirl Sand, which ends up eliminating one of your characters from the battle permanently. Similar to the Midgar Zalam's knocking back attack. By the way, check this out. You'd think we'd be able to do more damage. Well, Ruby Weapon has a defensive power of 480. That's compared to our attack power of 255. That is quite a difference. What I'm doing right now is having Nanaki throw dazers at everything. Dazers cause stop in their victims, which is an interesting thing about Ruby Weapon, is that he actually can be stopped / paralyzed. And I just realized Cloud does not have his 4 times cut on him. Oh well, I've already gotten this far. The spider web casts slow on people, and that was a big ouchie right there. But the real thing about that is the tentacles deal damage based on percentages, not big damage. And this is the thing about Ruby Weapon, is that he has his tentacles take you down to low HP, and then he himself delivers the knockout punch. And it seems like the dazers aren't really doing much, but what they're actually doing is they last for the duration of one of Ruby Weapon's turns. So you can keep Ruby Weapon from dealing a single knockout punch. And if you'll take a look at the damage that Barret is dealing, that is nothing to sneeze at. Because, unlike pretty much every other character, Barret's Final Weapon allows him to just keep on building up his, the damage output that he can do. And make sure that you have elixirs at the ready, Mega Elixirs, because you can be in very poor condition quite easily. Once again, limit breaks are not going to be credit to team in this fight. We're pretty much almost entirely depending on Barret's damage output because of all the damage that he has on his missing score. Look at that! Isn't that impressive? By the way, Ruby Weapon, he has a combined total, well, not combined total, his HP stands tall at a proud 800,000. What this basically means is Barret has to land about 80 hits on Ruby Weapon to take him down. So I really was not kidding when I said we had a power level, because imagine if I came into this fight not entirely prepared. Ruby Ray has a perfect accuracy, meaning it is impossible to miss. So how is Barret attacking 4 times? The 4 times cut is an effect of double cut. When you level up the double cut materia, the next level of skill you get is 4 times cut. And the thing about 4 times cut is if you have multiple enemies that you are attacking, 4 times cut will actually attack random enemies. The only reason that Barret isn't attacking the tentacles is because 4 times cut attacks every enemy on one side of the field. So, there's only Ruby Weapon to attack on that side. So we are just pounding at him. We're just pounding away at him. When it comes to healing, so I guess I should talk to you about the tentacles. One of the tentacles... Oh, hello, knockout punch to Barret. One of the tentacles deals a percentage of... Oh my god, that hurts. Oh, it completely missed Nanaki. How about that? Okay, focus, focus. One of the tentacles deals a percentage of HP damage. The other tentacle damages a character's MP. So, if you're heavily reliant on your MP, you might get caught with your pants down by something a tentacle does to you. And let me turn on the select thing over there, so that we can just go ahead and see which one of the tentacles is up there. So, this is one of the super bosses in the game. He has 2 tentacles, which are continuously setting you up for a knockout punch, and it's Ruby Weapon that actually finishes you off, because, like I said, the tentacles deal percentage-based damage, so they cannot actually finish you off. Like, say, Barret's HP just got absolutely wrecked. And because I stunned Ruby Weapon there, I am able to heal up in time. I'm also using Dazers on Ruby's Tentacle A, because that is the one that... Darn. That is the one that deals the HP damage, and the less often that I get to be knockout punched, the better. Dang. This just took a very sour turn. So, when things get really bad, you just toss a Mega Elixir at the thing, and hopefully everything will get right back in good order. So, back in relatively good shape, we're going to continue our assault on Ruby Weapon. I cast Big Guard on myself at the beginning of this fight, and that is just some serious aim hacks right there. I cast Big Guard on myself in the fight, not for the barrier, but for the benefit of the haste. Because time really is of the essence. If enough turns pass, then Ruby Weapon will gain the ability to use Whirl Sand completely on his own volition, without any sort of conditions or anything. Also, I am not completely sure if the effective Dazers stack. Meaning, if I can extend the duration of Dazers by using them while someone is already paralyzed. Either way, they are pretty much the lifeblood of this strategy. Just slapping Dazers on Ruby Weapon keeps him from pretty much doing anything, but in the rare opportunity that he does get to do something, well, you've seen how much he's able to wreck my HP. I actually took the double cut materia off of Cloud in order to set up the fight, and then I forgot to completely I completely forgot to put them back on. So, my damage output is a little gimped. On Cloud's side, at least. However, I seem to have gotten a good stun lock on Ruby Weapon. So, I just might finish this with very little incident. Yep. See how he just started moving right there? Also, I don't know if I talked about this. I'm kind of rolling all the facts here, just in case you want to try this. I used a spider's web, a single spider web, on Ruby Weapon to slow him down, and I think that actually has a significant effect on being able to stun lock him using Dazers. And I don't really need to cast the second Dazers on the Ruby's tentacle, at least I don't think so. This guy's a lot of HP. But it is the tentacle that causes the HP damage. And the less surprises I get from this guy, the better. Seriously, you guys. Seriously. I mean, it looks like I'm having an extremely easy time of this. And there we go. Ha 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 ha! Oh man, there you go. Ruby Weapon, no Knights of the Round, no Lucky Sevens, barely any use of limit breaks, just unlocking with Dazers and exploiting the missing score. And the item we got from this is the Desert Rose. Let us go to land. Actually, I'm just going to cut the recording here just so I can have this nice and saved, and I'll just continue in a moment, because beating Ruby Weapon, that's no small feat. Seriously. I can imagine a lot of people whose childhoods have been righted by watching this happen. So, if you were just here to see a Ruby Weapon takedown, then you can just stop the video here and go along your merry way, but not before giving a like to this video, sharing it around, and if you want to see an Emerald Weapon takedown, then subscribe, because that is going to be coming next. For everybody who stayed on for the Let's Play, hey, how you doing? That was crazy, huh? Big ol' super boss capable of wiping me out. Stun locked into submission. Anyways, I am completely going off. We are headed over to Calm to visit the Calm Traveler. If you recall, he was looking for a Desert Rose, the Desert Rose being the item that Ruby Weapon dropped. So we are going to head over to his house and pay him one of them visit tap things. Yes. Hello, sir. We have something for you. Oh, it's Desert Rose. Want to trade it for that chocobo over there? What chocobo? I do not see any chocobo. But, how about it? Well, I've always wanted a chocobo, so let's trade. Okay, then. It's a done deal. Click. Oh, hello there. I know you can't tell because you've never even heard of such a thing, but that right there is a golden chocobo. The very zenith of chocobo evolution. It's a chocobo. Take it, it's yours. And he's very happy about having the Desert Rose. Hi there, beautiful. Looks like my stable's full. I'll come back when I have room. Wait, what do you mean your stable's... What? Hey guys, it's hard to have an empty stable when you don't have a stable at all. By now, people have probably, in a regular playthrough, have done plenty of chocobo breeding, but since we can't use the pink materia, I have not engaged in any chocobo breeding. Oh, what is that? What does the world come to? Stars falling and everything? With things the way they are now, how about raising a chocobo? No, I'm not trying to persuade you for money. It's just because of the state of things in the world. I thought it would be a good and healthy thing for you to raise some chocobos. You just happen to be in luck. Just so happens that we aren't taking care of any chocobos for anyone else, so... What? I could take care of 6 chocobos right now for 10,000 gil per chocobo. How about it? 10,000 gil? That's pretty steep, because I have about... let me see here. 28,160,356. How about 5,000 per chocobo? Okay, so take care of my chocobos. You will need a chocobo stable. And they rent for 10,000 gil. Currently, I can rent out up to 6 chocobo stables. If you rent a chocobo stable, we will keep up to 4 of the chocobos you catch in the fenced area outside. At a later date, you can select the chocobo that you would like to be put in your chocobo stable. Chocobo stables cost 10,000 gil. I will rent it. Thank you. My grandson takes care of the chocobos, using the chocobo stable at the far out of the farm. Please tell him what you want. You know what? I am going to just buy out every single chocobo stable you have. So that's 2, 3, and 6. Are you sure I can't just throw all my money at you because you are such great people? So yeah, I bought out all of your chocobo stables, and I still have that much. By the way, my time is overclocked there. I believe I'm about 125 hours into the game, mostly because of the hardcore training I did in the Sunken Gil and Nika previous to this episode. Okay, now that we have our chocobo stables, let us head back to Calm. Chocobo! Now, as I was trying to say before, how beautiful! Aww. Okay, so we get to name our chocobo. The default name is Choco, but I have a better idea. Where you see, a golden chocobo can run over any terrain. So, a fitting name for a chocobo. Let's see, you're beautiful. You don't let anything get in your way. And you're fun to ride on. So, I know most of you are not going to understand why I give this name, but the only person who needs to understand this will get it, and that's all that matters to me. Bye-bye! See you later! Actually, let's go see her now. You're also Class C Chocobo. I guess I should give a little rundown on Chocobos. You can keep up to 6 Chocobos in these stables, even though there seem to be well more than 6 stables to keep them in. You can feed them to improve their stats, and stats for Chocobo racing. I probably could show you one, but there's probably a bunch of videos on that you can see, not really in the scope of the Command Materia challenge. And the main thing you do with Chocobos is you breed them. You start off with a yellow Chocobo, then you can breed blue, green, black, white, all the way up to gold, I believe. And it is a big prestigious thing to raise a gold Chocobo and have it have high stats and everything. But for the purpose of the Command Materia challenge, I am just perfectly happy with just Ketone. So, can we ride the Chocobo? Let me see here. Riding Chocobos, here we go. Which one are you going to take? I don't know. How about the only one that I have? Ride this one? Giddy up! Oh, I love the sound they make. Woohoo! I am riding a Chocobo and it feels so good. So yes, when you are selecting a Chocobo to ride, you have to use the default controller settings, because for some reason it doesn't respond to custom settings. Since I have the circle mapped to the cancel button, that was what was wrong with it. So, Golden Chocobo, we are gonna have some fun with this thing. Oh, water, what are we gonna do? Oh, I know, we're gonna run right over it! Yeah! Oh, this is beautiful. This is fantastic. I don't even care if I'm not really doing anything much. I mean, there is one obvious thing that all the Final Fantasy veterans are saying, no, go do that! Go do that! But I am running on water, using a bird, so I think I'm going to do whatever the heck I want. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and do the thing that everybody wants me to do. And I am not going to cut away from it because I am riding on a chocobo, mother brother. So, to fill in the time, I am going to give you some trivia. I was sorely mistaken about the effects of Tifa's final weapon, the Premium Heart. Can the chocobo go into the crater? No! The only place in the entire game that the chocobo cannot go is the northern cave. I was sorely mistaken about the effects of Tifa's Premium Heart. The Premium Heart actually powers up based on her limit gauge, and does not level up based on the misses in her limit. How many times she hits the miss button. Whichever guide I used, that I got all my misinformation from, I just don't know, man. And I am probably heading in the sorest wrong direction right now. Yes, I am. If I keep on getting lost like this, I will make a cutaway, but I believe I am in the vicinity. Some more random trivia. The Poodler samples and the Bad Rap samples that we fought during the fight with Hojo, those are actually based on real Poodlers and bad samples that you can find in the sunken Galnica. And I have no idea where I am going. That is the third continent. You know what? Let's just run over everything. I mean, it feels like that I'm hacking the game to run over everything, but I'm not. The gold chocobo is just that amazing. And no, I am not playing the fool here. The gold chocobo literally does this in a completely legitimate game. Not joking whatsoever. Oh, another piece of random trivia. When you morph an enemy, you completely eliminate all chance of getting a dropped item after finishing the battle. So, when I was fighting against the Poodlers and Bad Raps in the sunken Galnica, I was actually not getting any dazers as a drop from them, because I was morphing them into speed and luck sources. So, I got my sources well and nice, but I did not get anything else. This is a peculiar island. Let's stop off here. Kit, stay here. Good girl. Come figure out... Ah! Right. Let us take a look inside this desert. For one. Yes, so the W Magic and W Summon Materia also have the maximum AP count for Command Materia at 250,000 AP. For some reason, I am not getting into any battles on this island. And I know for a fact that there is something on here, because I hear scuffling about. There we go. We have encountered a cactuar. Not a cactuar, a cactuar. It is level 40. It has 6,000 HP. And they have some pretty good evasive abilities. They don't have anything to steal, so let us return to fight with a cactuar and see what they have in other ways. Here, come at you live from the other side of the battlefield. Barret, morph that cactuar. BAM! He turned into a Tetra Elemental. Tetra Elementals absorb fire, coal... No, I'm just gonna look it up. The Tetra Elemental is an accessory, I know that much. I actually grabbed one off when I did a raid of the Northern Cave before. It drains fire, cold, lightning, and earth attacks. So, when I fought against Ruby Weapon, I could have used one of these to absorb his Ruby Flame attack. But I needed the ribbon because one of his tentacles actually deals a multitude of status effects. So, let's get another one. I'm not even gonna use it. And I am probably getting my information all mixed up. What have we here? Looks like a big island in a cave. If you'll see, this place is completely covered in forest, so the Highwind cannot land here. You literally must depend on our golden Ketone here. So, we are going to enter this cave to find a cave, which is called Materia Cave. I wonder what's in here. So we're going to look at this. Over the course of many years, Mako energy crystallizes into materia. Received, Knights of the Round Materia. Oh, cautionary tale against emphatic commentary. Your voice is gonna wear out and you'll have coughing fits. Knights of the Round Materia is the most powerful materia in the game, potentially. It has 50,000, yeah, it has 50,000 AP to level up, and multiply that by 5 or so. I think the amount ranks up every single time. But anyways, Knights of the Round is exactly what it says. It summons Knights of the Round, which hits like 13 to 15 times, which factors in your magic attack, I believe. Essentially, it's doing 9,999 damage 13 or so times. It is pretty much, if you've heard of Final Fantasy VII, you've probably heard of Knights of the Round. It's practically chained at the hip. Mainly because you haven't seen Knights of the Round appear in any other game since, unless I am sorely mistaken. I am going to go over all of these materia at a later time. In the meanwhile, let us continue searching around for more of these Materia caves. Hello, Fort Condor. Goodbye, Fort Condor. You can even go where Ultima Weapon used to be. Arrgh. You can even go up waterfalls and follow the water, but we are not doing that right now. We want to go to the Chocobo Ranch as a point of reference, if I can even remember where that is. Okay, more random trivia to take up the time, and this one is also Tifa related. If you want the scene with Cloud and Tifa underneath the Highwind to be even better, then don't do as I did. That is, treat Yuffie with certain favor. Say all the nice things to Tifa and keep her in her party pretty much all the time. And the scene is actually going to be better. It's actually going to be even more adorable between them. So, we are at Materia Cave number 2 with a blue materia. Over the course of many years, Mako energy materializes into materia. Received Quadra Magic Materia. The Quadra Magic Materia. Man, why can't I hold all of this command materia? Look at this. That's what happens when you are grinding for an extremely long time. You master things. The Quadra Magic Materia. The paired magic is used 4 times, and I think the effect of it is halved or something. I could be completely wrong. And that I don't think that is restricted to magic, that is green materia. You can pair this up with Knights of the Round, and if you thought that what I did was completely hacking the game to be cheap and easy, Knights of the Round and Quadra Magic, man. It's that easy. It doesn't require 50 hours of training. I might as well. You can use Mega All. Mega All applies all effects on every action, so you can put Mega All on a steel materia, and it will steal from all the enemies. And I believe that applies to really hardcore magic too, like Full Cure. Up here we got a counter materia, but it's not the same as the pink counter materia. This one, attacks with a paired command when damage is incurred. So, if I attach counter to steal, then if something attacked me, I would counter by stealing from them. Once again, attach it to Knights of the Round to completely break the game. HP Absorb. Attacks with paired materia, absorbs HP at the same time. Once again, if I attach this to a steal materia, I would attempt to steal their item, and then I would get some HP back from it. Once again, attach to Knights of the Round to completely break the game. And if you mastered Knights of the Round several times, you can pair a 1 Knights of the Round to all of these things, and just be completely unstoppable. The Shield, I believe Shield applies both Barrier and Magic Barrier. Don't quote me on that. But anyways, we are now heading for the next materia, wherever it may lie. Random trivia time. The slash all materia, which I was less than enthusiastic about, the mastered form of it is called Flash. Flash has you attack all enemies with an attempt at instantly killing all of them. And if you fail at instantly killing all of them, you just completely miss. Therefore, Flash is just plain no good when you can use 4 times cut to completely destroy everything. I have got the HP MP materia, and I have absolutely no idea how to pronounce this right here. HP swap MP. It does exactly what it says on the tin. You exchange your HP and MP levels. So, it is completely possible to swap your levels of HP and MP. So if I equip this to Cloud, he would have an HP of 876 and an MP of over 9,000. But of course, this is the Command Materia Challenge. Maybe I'll demonstrate a few things without actually saving anything. But then again, this is the Command Materia Challenge, so the effects of no other materia ought to be present. I'm pretty sure you can see the effects of this materia in some other video, some other playthrough. And there's Rocket Town, our next frame of reference, I believe. We go this way. The W summon materia, you win it at the battle square. And the W magic materia, you get it from a treasure chest, I believe, or just randomly. Not randomly. You find it in the northern cave. So let us head out into this cave. And look! It's actually yellow. We received the Mime materia, and unlike everything else we have found, we can actually make use of this. Yeah, the Mime command literally repeats the last action done by a person. The only restriction on this is limit breaks. If someone does a limit break and then someone else attempts to mimic it, then it is not going to do that. However, you can mime doing your own limit break. So if Cloud does Omni Slash, and then nobody does anything, and then Cloud does mime, he will do Omni Slash again, even if he does not have the maximum limit break levels. So, I believe this will about wrap up this episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy VII, the Command Materia Challenge. Come, Kitone, let us ride off into the sunset, which is this way. Next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy VII, actually let's go towards our submarine here. Next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy VII, the Command Materia Challenge, we're going to hop in our submarine and finally take out the big doggy known as Emerald Weapon. Until then, game out.